If you are here, it is likely because something about the twin flame journey has left you unsettled, overwhelmed, or deeply confused. You may feel an intense connection that defies logic, one that feels magnetic, unavoidable, and life-altering, yet at the same time painfully unstable. The bond may seem to awaken your soul while also triggering emotional highs and lows you never expected. Perhaps you have asked yourself why this connection hurts so much, why it feels so close one moment and impossibly distant the next. You may sense that this connection is meaningful, even sacred, yet the chaos, longing, and uncertainty make you question whether you are misunderstanding it or yourself. This inner tension is one of the most common and least explained struggles on the twin flame path. In today's video, we step beyond surface-level explanations and spiritual buzzwords. We begin a grounded, honest exploration of why twin flames generate such intense energy in the first place. You will gain clarity around what twin flames truly are, how their energetic connection works, and why the push-pull dynamic is not a mistake or punishment, but a defining feature of this path. We will unpack the energetic mechanics behind the attraction and resistance, the moments of closeness followed by sudden separation, and the reason this journey feels far more charged than any other connection you may have experienced. This is not about romantic fantasy, it is about energetic truth, spiritual mirroring, and soul-level activation. By the end of this video, you will no longer view the intensity of the twin flame connection as random, cruel, or meaningless. Instead, you will begin to see it as information energy revealing where healing, awakening, and inner alignment are required. What once felt like emotional chaos can transform into understanding. What once felt like loss can become insight. This conversation has the power to shift you from confusion into clarity, from self-doubt into grounded awareness. Rather than asking why this journey feels so intense, you may finally understand what it is awakening within you and why you were never meant to walk this path unconsciously. If you stay with us through the entire video, the twin flame experience may never look the same again. Section 1. The push-pull dynamic and what it really means. The push-pull dynamic sits at the very heart of the twin flame journey, yet it is one of the most misunderstood experiences along this path. At its simplest level, it describes a powerful, energetic movement in which one twin feels an intense urge to move toward connection, closeness, and union, while the other feels an equally strong impulse to withdraw, distance themselves, or create space. This can feel confusing, painful, and even contradictory, especially when the bond itself feels undeniable. But this dynamic is not random. It is not a sign of emotional immaturity, manipulation, or lack of love. It is not punishment, abandonment, or a cosmic test meant to cause suffering. The push-pull dynamic is an energetic response, rooted far deeper than personality, behavior, or conscious intention. It arises from the electromagnetic nature of twin flames as two expressions of one unified soul. Twin flames exist as complementary forces, often described as yin and yang, within a single soul field. This means the connection is not merely emotional or psychological, it is energetic and spiritual at its core. Because of this, the relationship does not operate by the same rules as conventional partnerships. The energy between twin flames seeks balance, coherence, and alignment above all else. When one twin is unhealed, fragmented, or not in right relationship with themselves, the shared soul field becomes destabilized. This inner misalignment may show up as unresolved trauma, fear of intimacy, unintegrated shadow aspects, or a disconnection from one's true self. When this happens, the energy between the twins cannot harmonize naturally. As one twin moves closer seeking reassurance, union, or physical togetherness, the other may experience not attraction, but energetic overload. Instead of feeling drawn in, they feel a subtle but powerful repelling force. This is not because love is absent, but because the soul itself recognizes that union, in that moment, would create imbalance rather than wholeness. This repulsion is a signal. It is the soul communicating unreadiness, not rejection. The energy is saying that something within must be addressed, healed, or integrated before closeness can occur without distortion. In these moments, the soul initiates distance, as a form of protection not from love, but from premature union. The push-pull dynamic is the soul's way of preventing false harmony. It ensures that union is not built on longing, dependency, or unmet wounds, but on inner stability and self-alignment. When one twin pushes toward connection while still carrying unresolved fragmentation, the energy naturally pulls the twins apart so that healing can occur individually. Seen through this lens, the push-pull dynamic is not a failure of the connection. It is guidance. It is instruction. It teaches each twin where they are still out of alignment with themselves. It reveals what must be healed, reclaimed, or made whole before true union can be sustained. Rather than asking, why are they pulling away? The deeper question becomes, what is the soul asking me to integrate right now? Because the push-pull dynamic is not about separation, it is about preparation. Before we move deeper into the next layer of this journey, take a moment to pause and reflect on what you just heard. If this explanation of the push-pull dynamic resonated with you, if it helped you see your experience through a lens of meaning rather than confusion, let that awareness settle in. These insights are meant to be lived with, not rushed past. If this perspective brought clarity or shifted something within you, support the message by liking this video so it can reach others who may be searching for the same understanding. And I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment sharing what this dynamic has looked like in your own twin flame experience, or simply type, "I trust the instruction," to affirm that you are honoring the wisdom of your soul as we move into the next part of this exploration. Section 2. Why separation is required for union. Twin flames are fundamentally different from soulmates, karmic partners, or even high-level spiritual counterparts. This connection does not exist to complete what is missing in another. It exists to awaken what is unfinished within the self. Because of this, twin flames cannot move into true union while either soul remains internally divided. Union is not granted through longing, effort, or endurance. It is earned through wholeness. Each twin flame must first become a complete, self-contained yin-yang field on their own. This means fully integrating the inner masculine and feminine energies, action and surrender, structure and flow, will and receptivity into a balanced inner state. Until this inner synthesis occurs, any attempt at union would create distortion rather than harmony. Two fragmented fields cannot merge without amplifying imbalance. Before physical union, emotional union, or relational stability can occur, both twins are required to do the inner work of balance. This includes healing unresolved wounds, harmonizing conflicting aspects of the self, and reclaiming personal authority over one's own energy. The soul must become home to itself first. Only then can it share space with another without losing coherence. This is why the push-pull dynamic exists. It is not cruelty, it is not rejection, it is not abandonment. It is a precise, energetic mechanism designed to enforce soul integrity. When one twin reaches outward before returning inward, the energy responds with resistance. The soul is clearly signaling, you are not ready to merge, you are not ready to harmonize. You must first come back into alignment with yourself. Separation, in this context, is not distance, it is instruction. It creates the space necessary for self-integration. It forces each twin to confront where they are still seeking completion externally rather than embodying it internally. The pain of separation is not punishment, it is pressure applied to awaken balance. Only when inner equilibrium is achieved does the energetic field shift. At that moment, the effort drops away, the chasing dissolves, the resistance disappears. The soul no longer reaches outward in fragmentation, it stabilizes inward in coherence. And from that state, something remarkable happens. The energy naturally gravitates back toward itself. The pull becomes magnetic, not emotional, effortless, not forced, unstoppable, not pursued. Like two perfectly charged fields aligning, the force of union emerges without fear, without grasping, and without resistance. Union no longer needs to be chased because it is no longer missing. Separation was never the opposite of union. It was the path that made union possible. A helpful way to understand this lesson is to imagine two tuning forks created to vibrate at the exact same frequency. When one tuning fork is struck while cracked or warped, its vibration becomes distorted. If you place it near its twin, the second fork cannot resonate cleanly. It will either remain silent or produce an unstable sound. No amount of force, closeness, or intention can correct this mismatch. The flaw is not in the distance between them, but in the integrity of the vibration itself. Only when the damaged fork is repaired, when its structure is restored and its frequency stabilized, can resonance occur. The moment both tuning forks are whole, alignment happens naturally. One is struck, and the other responds without effort, without strain, without delay. This is how twin flame union works. Separation is the repair process. It is the time when each soul restores its own structure, clears distortion, and returns to its true frequency. When both are whole, resonance does not need to be forced. It happens automatically because matching frequencies always find each other. Section 3. Spiritual twin and matrix twin explained. Within the twin flame dynamic, there is often a profound energetic distinction between what is known as the spiritual twin and the matrix twin. This distinction is not about superiority or hierarchy, but about timing, awareness, and the level of consciousness each soul is able to access at different stages of the journey. The spiritual twin is usually the one who awakens first. In many cases, this is the feminine counterpart, though the role is energetic rather than gender-based. This twin begins to activate a higher frequency awareness within the shared soul field, often described as a fifth-dimensional or 5D state of consciousness. They sense the connection before there is any physical confirmation. They feel the bond in their body, their emotions, and their spirit long before it can be explained or understood. Because of this early awakening, the spiritual twin often begins the journey alone. They feel the pull first, they feel the longing first, and they feel the pain first. Confusion, grief, and rejection arrive before clarity does. The connection feels undeniable, yet unsupported by external reality. This creates a deep inner conflict. How can something feel so real when the other person seems unaware, distant, or resistant? The matrix twin, by contrast, remains more anchored in third-dimensional consciousness. They are still deeply influenced by ego structures, mental frameworks, and the demands of the external world. Their focus is often on survival, identity, social roles, conditioning, and what makes sense according to logic and societal expectations. The intensity of the twin flame connection feels threatening rather than enlightening, because it challenges everything they have built their sense of self upon. This difference in awareness creates immense suffering for the spiritual twin. The rejection feels personal, devastating, and often impossible to rationalize. It can trigger deep wounds of abandonment and self-doubt. Yet this phase is not meaningless. It serves a precise and necessary purpose within the sacred mechanics of twin flame awakening. Over time, the energetic roles begin to reverse. The polarity shifts. The one who awakened first is guided inward towards self-healing, self-union, and emotional sovereignty. Meanwhile, the one who resisted begins to feel the echo of the bond. The runner becomes the seeker. The one who denied the connection begins to remember. Sensations, emotions, and realizations surface seemingly without warning. This reversal is not punishment. It is alignment. It is the soul recalibrating itself into balance. The spiritual twin and the matrix twin are not separate beings. They are two expressions of one unified soul, learning to awaken through contrast, timing, and reflection. This shift is not random. It is part of the sacred design of the twin flame journey, guiding both counterparts back to awareness, integration, and ultimately, truth. If you've made it this far, take a moment to pause and truly feel what has been shared. This journey is not something you simply listen to. It is something you recognize within yourself. Reflection is part of the activation. Ask yourself where you see these roles reflected in your own experience, where awakening began, and how it has shaped you. If this message resonates, you are invited to share your story in the comments. Your voice matters, and your experience may be exactly what someone else needs to hear. And if words feel difficult right now, simply type, "I trust the timing of my awakening," as an affirmation. By doing so, you anchor the truth that nothing in this journey is accidental, and that every step you have taken is guiding you back to yourself. Section 4. You are not crazy, and you are not alone. The twin flame journey carries a depth of soul pain that few paths can compare to. It reaches places within you that words often fail to touch. At times, it can feel isolating in ways you never expected, like standing in the middle of a crowded world while feeling completely unseen. The intensity can be overwhelming, not because you are weak, but because the experience itself operates on a level most people have never accessed. When you try to explain it, you may find yourself falling silent, realizing that those who have not lived this awakening cannot fully grasp its weight or its meaning. This is precisely why community matters. This is why these conversations matter. The twin flame journey was never meant to be walked in complete isolation. When these experiences remain unspoken, the mind can turn inward, questioning its own sanity, wondering whether the depth of feeling is imagined or exaggerated. But when stories are shared, something powerful happens. Understanding begins to form. Relief enters the nervous system. The soul recognizes itself in another's words and remembers that this path, while rare, is not singular. Sharing your experience does more than release emotional pressure, it creates resonance. It allows others to feel seen in moments when they believed they were alone in their confusion, longing, or grief. Each shared truth becomes a mirror, reflecting back the reality of what this journey entails. Through these reflections, the illusion of isolation begins to dissolve. What once felt unbearable becomes more navigable, simply because it is witnessed. You are not imagining this experience. You are not broken for feeling so deeply, loving so intensely, or hurting so profoundly. And you are not alone, even when it feels that way in the quiet moments. There are others who recognize this pain because they are moving through it too, each in their own way, each at their own pace. The pain you are experiencing is not meaningless suffering. It is part of an awakening process that reshapes the soul from the inside out. It strips away illusions, old identities, and false structures that can no longer support who you are becoming. Though the process can feel relentless, it is purposeful. It is guiding you toward deeper truth, deeper self-recognition, and a more authentic alignment with your own essence. What feels like breaking is, in truth, a profound becoming. The twin flame path was never meant to be a romantic fantasy or a story of effortless union. It is a spiritual initiation, one that strips away illusion, confronts the ego, and calls the soul back into truth. What feels confusing, painful, or destabilizing is not a sign that something has gone wrong. It is evidence that something profound is unfolding within you. The push-pull dynamic is not failure, it is guidance. It is the soul's way of communicating what is still unintegrated, what still seeks balance, and what must be healed before harmony can exist. Separation is not abandonment, it is preparation. It creates the space required for each half of the soul to return inward, to become whole rather than seeking completion outside of themselves. Through healing, balance, and self-union, the soul begins to remember who it truly is. Layers of fear dissolve. Old identities loosen their grip. The need to chase, prove, or cling slowly fades. And when that inner alignment is complete, the magnetic force of truth does what it always does. It brings what is real back into resonance. Union does not happen through force or longing. It happens through readiness. Until that moment arrives, awareness is the medicine, presence is the practice. Community is the support that reminds you that you are not alone on this path. And self-healing is the key that unlocks every door along the way. Nothing you are experiencing is random. Nothing you are feeling is meaningless. Your journey matters. Your pain is understood. Your awakening is valid. Even in the silence, even in the distance, even in the waiting, something sacred is taking shape within you. If this message resonated with your soul, leave a comment below and type this affirmation exactly as written. I choose awareness over illusion, and I trust the timing of my soul. Remember to like this video, Share it with someone who may need this reminder, and continue the journey by watching the video below. What comes next may bring even deeper clarity to where you are and where your soul is leading you.